I know you have to have some big balls to do that when it's happening because, it's going to be a lot of panic. I mean, if it goes lower than that, I'm still buying. But one theory that still holds up is the 4-year theory, which is the one I'm mostly believe in right now.
One question about psychological aspect. A lot of people they sell their crypto when the market is crashing. Why do you think it happens, and how to manage with your emotions?
I think my brother told me he sold his Ethereum. He bought way higher and he sold for 1,600 yesterday with the mindset of buying lower. So I think a lot of people think that way and that's why they sell. Others simply lose hope and just forget about the space. But they'll be back eventually when things go up. They'll be back at higher prices. Uh, there's a lot of fear right now. So people who don't understand the technology might be afraid that we go to zero. Uh, we can't rule that out, but I don't think that's a strong possibility. So certain people maybe sell because they're afraid it's going to die or something like that.
But in your opinion, is it the right strategy to sell now in order to buy lower?
I think maybe we go lower in quarter 4 of this year. So by fall or winter, maybe we go down to 13K, maybe a little bit lower. I mean, if it goes lower than that, I'm still buying. I know you have to have some big balls to do that when it's happening because, it's going to be a lot of panic and you have to have some courage to buy at those times and at those prices. I don't think people should be selling right now. I think they should spread out their investments, maybe invest a little bit today, and if it goes lower, invest a little bit more. But I think this is a buyer's market right now, not a seller's market.
Okay, I've heard about the cycles don't over with the panic; they actually over with extreme greed. Is it true, and why?
There are a lot of theories. I made some mistakes last year thinking we were in a super cycle, the super cycle theory, and I thought that 2022 would be the year we would reach 100K on Bitcoin, and I got burned. But one theory that still holds up is the 4-year theory, which is the one I'm mostly believe in right now. It checks out every 4 years. We have a massive peak, extreme greed, and then we fall off. Last bull cycle was a little bit different. We had two peaks, but it ended mostly during the same time frame. Why does it end in extreme greed? Um, yeah, I guess that's just the way it is. The top brings in a lot of people, and it's human tendency to become greedy when everything is going up. It's difficult to time the top because we can be on extreme greed for months even. So we don't know when the extreme greed ends, but we know that after months of extreme greed, crash is coming.
Yeah, did you hear, by the way, that Bitcoin recently crashed its pattern? It went lower than the previous all-time high reached on the previous cycle. What do you think about it? Because for me, it was like in news number one. I understood that nothing works perfectly.
I wasn't expecting it. People, when we were at 40K, a friend of mine who is a trader, he said we're going down to 14. And I laughed a little bit because at the time I told him, hey, Bitcoin hasn't gone lower than its previous all-time high in all of its history, but it did happen. And I think it happens because we're seeing diminishing returns. So while Bitcoin maybe did a 20x in 2017, this time it made less, and the next bull cycle it will grow less. Maybe it will become the norm to go lower than the previous all-time high in the next bear phases.
Alright, guys, in the next chapter of our podcast, you'll know about the current market crash and its possible reasons. So check it right here, and also give me your like, comment, subscribe to the All Time High channel, and see you soon, guys.